Testing 1, 2, 3. Morning drive. Also remember, you can catch the replay. Follow me on Spotify. Also, Instagram. Also, TikTok. And we're going to talk this morning because wherever you're at, some things need to be said. I'm on being on the East Coast right now, for those who are waking up, going to work, and you're on the East Coast, you're able to probably or receive what I'm talking, and those who are not on, who's on the central part of America, central time zone, you're probably going to catch me, a little later, because a lot of people are just waking up. Trucker's life, you know what I'm saying? So, but we gonna talk about some things that needs to be said, okay? And y'all give me a few seconds as we listen to the countdown. All of my beautiful Aborigine people who are just getting ready to come into the chat. Welcome, like I kept my promise, and I said that I will be back on YouTube doing more content, and I am willing to keep my promise, and that's what I'm doing. Um, I've been having problems on TikTok. Every time you try to build your platform up, they're working against you. They're not working for you. They're working against you. Many brothers and sisters who look just like us are working with the masses, okay? Working with the oppressor, working to keep our information from moving. There are people out there that don't want us to have a mind of our own. They don't want us to be able to think, okay? And I want people that in questioning them is a no-no. And there's a lot of coons out there, okay? And I want people to understand that. We got Miko, Missy Miko Butler in the house. I see you. I see you. And I want people to understand that I come in peace, but I come in truth. I come in peace this morning, but I come in truth. And one of the things you have to understand that these things are eye openers. We have to watch the things that are occurring within the atmosphere. We have to watch the things that are happening within that atmosphere. Marquise in the house, I see you. It's early in the morning. Y'all gotta forgive Chief. You know what I'm saying? The eyes ain't working too good in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I got my cobwebs open. But we're gonna talk about the dysfunction of the Pan African, the dysfunction of the Pan African, and we starting to see the fall slowly but surely. We're seeing we saw the rise, and now we're seeing the fall. And I have called this years ago. And I have been seeing it slowly. The super team that came from Sinetta TV, and I call them the super team because they were vibing, they were getting all the views, they were making a lot of money off of our melanated people, selling dreams and selling lies, and you are seeing all of the things you reap with your soul when you mess with the Most High people. When you mess with the Most High people, it always seems to counterattack you, come right back at you. The things that you do, his people, the way you use his people, everything, blood money comes back at you. And you're starting to see it within this group called Pan Africans. And we have seen this. These are some of the guys who are trying to convince us that we need to go back to Africa. These are some of the people who have been for a very long time saying that the motherland is the way to be and that America is not where we belong. These are the brothers who spent a lot of time convincing people to donate, 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 donate. And then you never understood what you were donating to because these people are just talking and they're saying donate, 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 donate. And there's no progress that has been made within the people. There's no progress that is made within the people. And we have seen the rise and fall of young Pharaoh. We've seen the rise and fall of Brother Polite. We've seen the rise and fall of Nature Boy. We have seen the rise and fall of Umar Johnson. These guys that I am talking about. You are starting to see. These are the people who have been reaching our people the most. These are the people who have been working very hard in the community with the Pan-Africanism. And even some of our brothers that are called the Hebrew Israelites are going through serious, serious matters. And I want people to understand what I'm saying. And I'm not talking about all groups of the Hebrew Israelites. There are some groups out there that actually mean well with the brothers, with the brotherhood of the people. What I'm telling you is what you have to open your eyes and see, that all of these people that you believed in, all of these people that you looked up to, they're falling right before your eyes. And it's just amazing to me that they're all being prosecuted around the same time. That they're all being prosecuted. They're all being in question at the same time. Mr. Dark Fly. Mr. Dark Fly. Brother. Nothing but love to that brother, man. I just always loved your name, my brother. You just and I love that. I love that. You gotta love that name. I'm gonna call you Mr. Darkfly brother because that's what I always knew you. But what I'm talking about in fall and the dysfunction, because there's a lot of dysfunction and there's a lot of confused following, and then you have seen these changes. You have seen over the years that people are searching and searching and searching, and they jumped off one group and they moved to the next. And we have seen some of these brothers, and it doesn't, I want you guys to understand that you got to look at the foundation of the Pan-African. The foundation is in New York, where you see the mosque. There's mosques up there. There's a lot of brothers that are woke, supposed to be the woke brothers. And there's no shot at New York, because I love me some New York. Ain't nothing like New York, man. Ain't nothing. I'm not talking about New York, the brothers and sisters, New York as a whole. I'm talking about that they use New York. It's a lot of brothers out there that they get these informations. They get their information. These cults come from New York. You go down to New York City, you see them out in the streets. If you ain't got the Hebrew Israelites, you got the Moorish people. You're dealing with certain different. You got the Islam. You're dealing with Islam. They're all out there fighting for your attention. And you see this, and it has been going on. If you look at the foundation of when these groups have started, when you look at their foundation, they started right in New York. A lot of these religions have started right there in New York. This is where a lot of radical so-called blacks are. This is where a lot of radical so-called blacks are. And you guys may not believe what I'm saying, but go do the research. Go see where a lot of these brothers are. Power to Marcus Garvey and all of the things where they're getting their power is right there in New York. And we have been blind to it. And then it starts in New York, and then it goes on, and then they start building, and then it goes, and they start building and building and building in other cities, and then they build a camp in other cities, and then they start teaching another brother, and they teach another brother, and teach another brother. It's a woke culture. It's been a woke culture, a culture of trying to wake up people, but in the wrong direction. And we talk about these things. Malcolm X, New York, New York is the foundation of the woke as far as these religions. And a lot of these religions have came down to New York. It starts there, and then it had moved to city to city. And a lot of you guys ain't gonna like that, but it's just the truth. And you have found Pan-Africanism through New York. That's where it come from. And it has been passed on for generations and generations and generations and generations. And we have to wake up to the things. You're starting to see a lot of the fall. Now, I can sit here and tell you throughout all of this, and it took me, I didn't know anything about the Moorish, the brothers, the Moorish brothers, until the last 5 years. I didn't know anything about Moorish until the last 5 years. And some of these Moorish brothers are going to get upset what I'm saying, but I did not know anything about the Moorish brothers until the last 5 years. Because once we started talking about the Indians, then they start to say that they are the Indians. And we have seen many brothers and sisters jump on the coats of our movement, or of us going back to our ancestors. The first time we had talked about what our grandmothers and our grandfathers have stated, and because they could not do their genealogy, they started to push us, saying that we are the Moors. And I just had watched many documentaries on the Moors, on how the Moors are now trying to push our agenda, and they are now moving to the forefront as trying to replace the Pan-African movement. And they are now trying to fight and trying to go against the laws of America. And we just watched a brother in the court system and shout out to Max, who's been covering Nature Boy. He was showing how these brothers savagery. They were showing how the brother was trying to use in the court system. He was trying to beat the court system for all the crimes that he had done in America. He tried to beat it through savagery, and it didn't work for him. And there's a lot of brothers and sisters that are caught up on that Moorish shit, and they getting locked up. And now they're getting locked up. And I'm going to read this. You say, yeah, I never heard of the term Moor. And I've seen it in movies. Because I don't know if y'all remember back when Martin Lawrence was playing that movie. I have to say the one time I did hear it was when Martin Lawrence was playing in this King movie, and he was playing as the Black Knight. It was the movie called The Black Knight, and the man called him a Moor in a derogatory way. As another word, as the N word. And so in Hollywood, they brought up the term Moor in that Martin. I have to excuse myself. That's the first time I did hear the word Moor. But never in my tribes, never in my listening to some of the brothers, some of the elders, never when I was growing up, I never heard of the word Moor. We went by the words of our tribes. We went by the names of our tribes. Our people went by the names of our tribes. We always heard of Cherokee. We always heard of Choctaw. We always heard of Blackfoot. We have went on and on and on of so many different of our nations. We went by tribes, but we didn't go by this nationality of a Moor. And these are the things that are new to me. And they are no different than with Pan-Africanism movement and all these other moves of what we start seeing. Because I started to see the brothers of the Hebrew Israelites in the last 10 years, the last 8 years. Because I've been knew about the Hebrew Israelites. We was watching the Hebrew Israelites back on the old talk shows. You used to see you saw their foundation out of New York. You saw the brothers, they had their temples out of New York. They started in New York. And They were on some of them shows like Donahue. They was on some of them shows, back in the old days. Geraldo. So them, the Hebrew Israelites been out there. So I've been heard of the Hebrew Israelite, but I never heard of the Moorish. And if you look at these denominations, you see that they all have to do with religion. And rather you are a part of Christianity, rather you are part of being a Muslim, rather you are a part of the Moors, rather you are part of all of that, as all have to do with religion. And the foundation of religion comes from the YT man. The foundation of all religion has been removed, has been stolen from the melanated man and re-informed by the YT man. All these religions are African-made religions, and you have to understand these things. We are so caught in politics, and we are so caught in religion. There are more deaths in the name of Allah. More people have unalived people in the name of Jesus. More people have unalived people in the name of Buddha. All religion has failed our people. Religion has tarnished our people. It has controlled the minds of our people. It becomes a cult. Some people have left their families because of religion. Some people have left their wives, their husbands, because of religion. And we have to understand that this social media can become a drug. Social media can become detrimental. And it become mental. So some of these Pan-Africanism brothers, we watch them have mental breakdowns. We watch them have mental breakdowns right on social media. House Representative 75, 1933, will find you will find the American. And I want people to understand is that one of the things that we have to understand. You have seen so many brothers and sisters lead us, and we gave them a chance to lead us. And where have they led you? And every last one of these men that I have told you are in investigations, are being prosecuted right now to this day. Right now, young Pharaoh is on the last of his end. He's being investigated. Allegedly, he's dealing with the feds right now. Right now, you got Brother Polite, who's about to take allegedly he's about to take he's about to he's about to take a bargain. And then right now you have Umar Johnson being investigated. And right now, all of these men led the way. All of these men have led the way. Nature Boy, a lot of these, Nature Boy, one of the biggest cult leaders out there. And it's just ironic to me that they are all going down at the same time. That they see the government gonna let you hang yourself. That what they do is they let you hang yourself, and they let you the things that you have done. And you're building cases amongst yourself. All them years and years and years. All of the good work that you have done is for nothing. All of the good work that you have done is for nothing, because every last one of these brothers had knowledge. Every last one of these brothers that I speak were very phenomenal young men. They were phenomenal young men with they were very bright, very educated brothers. In information, the brothers had some great information. But we're not here to sit there and pat them on the back about their information. We knew that the sheep comes in you can be a sheep, but in wolf clothing. And there's many of these brothers that allowed the money, the donations to change them. I believe all brothers and sisters in the beginning come on YouTube, come on TikTok in the beginning. They come on righteousness. I believe that all brothers and sisters come with the right demeanor to try to help the people. But money changes. Money has changed a lot of our brothers and sisters. And we have forgotten who we are. Instead of the mission in teaching the people, we are engaged with the money and the fame, the views. And we have allowed these things because a lot of us have not gotten attention at home. A lot of brothers and sisters that don't get a lot of attention at home, so social media is their attention. To be a great leader, you must be a great follower. To be a great leader, you must be a great follower. And what that's a lot of people have to understand that it's okay to sit back and listen. It's okay to sit back instead of running your damn mouth all the time. It's okay to go and listen to other brothers speak because you start to humble yourself. You start to understand it's not all about me. It's about other people. It's not all about you can get back and listen to, there's a lot of young ladies that have great information, but our arrogance, and this can become a cult. Social media, if you let it, it will be able to brainwash you to believe that you are more important than the information. There's a lot of brothers that start off well and they mean well, but then they started making this information about them. And there's brothers in our aborigine community that are starting to do this shit too. And sooner or later, we're going to follow the footsteps of the Pan-African brothers. Because if we don't check ourselves, if we don't check ourselves from the arrogance, from being a narc, because somebody tapped a like, because somebody, it's a privilege for our followers to come in and come in and basically support you. That's a privilege. They don't have to take the time in their day to support you. It's not, they don't have to donate to you. They don't have to do a damn thing. They do it because they appreciate your efforts. And we have to appreciate the people that follow us. And we have to show them love too because they count too. We cannot allow social media to make ourselves big-headed because then we are going to become that cult. We're going to start telling brothers and sisters, if you don't donate to me, you're not going to get a wrench. If you don't donate to me, I'm going to Patreon. You don't donate to me, you're going to have to pay to listen to my information. And there's a lot of brothers that want you to pay to listen to the information. And the information don't come from them. It comes from your family. The information of the Aborigine comes from your family. It doesn't belong to me and it doesn't belong to you. It doesn't belong to anybody. It belongs to your tribes. And we got to stop making it about us. They are great teachers. And if somebody enjoy your content, they're going to take care of you. If somebody enjoy what you're saying, they're going to take care of you. You don't have to force feed them. And I want people to understand these things. You don't have to make people feel fucking guilty about if they got brothers and sisters that's struggling out here. They trying to feed their family. You out here making them feel guilty because they can't support you. Get your ass a fucking job. Get your ass a fucking job. I'm a truck driver. As I'm talking to you right now, I'm speaking from my job. And I want people to understand this. We got to stop running around here draining our people, because that's what we do. We drain. We don't give them something. It's one thing that that our people decide to donate $5, $2, $3, and do something, But then when you start to talk about that's not enough, the audacity of some brothers on social media, that ain't enough. It ain't enough. Damn it. It ain't enough. Get your ass a job. I seen brothers quit their job to work on YouTube. I seen brothers quit their goddamn job because I seen brothers work in the washroom of their mother's basement. The washroom of their mother's basement. I seen brothers quit their job to cover Nature Boy, a cult leader. Quit their job to cover a cult leader. And this internet can fuck us up. The internet can fuck our minds up, that we got to be on the internet. I don't be on it as much as I used to. And that we have to, that we just have to be on it. Sometimes it's okay to take a break. Sometimes it's okay, because this shit can become a mess. It can be a cult. That's why people don't see me all the time, because I don't want people to think. See, one thing about Chief Peanut Nola 504, I'm going to always be real. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I never been everybody's cup of tea. I never tried to compete with the information. I am not a fucking historian. They got some, and shout out to all the brothers that are historians who are book smart. I ain't never been the biggest book smart brother ever. I ain't never been the most brightest in these damn European books. But I'm real. One thing about my information, I'm real, and I stay the same. And I don't expect more from you. I don't expect everything from you. All I expect is you. It's all of us to learn this information together, because it's not about Chief Peanut Nola 504. It's about all of us. And these Pan-African brothers are falling. Every one of these brothers that we're talking about, you're starting to see them. They're getting arrested. They're getting arrested. And some of you guys worship these men. Some of you guys worship these men. It's the system. The system, it's the government, the agents. They trying to take them down. It's the agent. These men are up for allegedly raping children. Allegedly raping children. You love that content creator more. I mean, you respect that content creator more than a child. And I've seen brothers. I'm seeing brothers go attack me. Oh, your shame on brother. It could be you. Don't ever put yourself in a predicament. See, that's one thing about Chief Peanut Nola 504. I'm not going to put myself in a predicament with some young girls. I'm not going to put myself along with young children. See, you put yourself in predicaments where somebody can actually allegedly accuse you. And when Brother Polite was out there, when he's putting himself in a position, giving young lady allegedly alcohol, allowing her to be in a hotel with you. And these are the things. Stop giving these men so many fucking excuses on why they fucking themselves. Stop worshiping these men. You are your own God. You are your own goddess. Stop worshiping men who can fail you like anybody. Because we all are man. We all bleed the same blood. We are nobody superior. And we all can fall. We all can make mistakes. Leadership, live by example in your life. But you put yourself in predicaments where people can come after your ass. You put yourself in these predicaments. But see, things catch up on you. All the donations, the thousands of dollars that you have frauded, brothers and sisters. All of the money that you ran off enjoying a great life off the money, off the content creators on YouTube. You ran with their money, allegedly ran with their money. And the chickens have came home to roost. The chicken have came home to roost. And y'all don't understand these things. What you do in the dark will always shed into the light. What you do in the darkness, it will always come in the light. If you are a fraud, you will get exposed on being a fraud. If you are a pedophile, it will come into the existence. Nature will expose who you are. And I don't give a damn if you preach like you speak like Martin Luther King, Marcus Garvey. I don't give a damn. As much as I admire Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, if they were founded to allegedly mess with children, then I would lose all of their work would be done. All the respect that I had for them would be over. Because that's the one true thing that I disrespect, that I disagree, is when men mess with children. That's the one thing I cannot accept. I can forgive a lot of shit, but when you destroy the lives of young people, I can't fuck with you. And I don't give a damn who you are. I can't fuck with people who mess with children. Because don't tell me somebody that they talked about this other young man, Jamal. I don't know, they come out, they try to get him with stop worshiping these young men. Acting like your ass know these people. It's the craziest shit I've ever seen. You see a guy who's supposed to be woke on social media, and you act like you fucking know these people. I ain't never seen so many people go for bat for people that they don't fucking know, and don't go for bat for their own damn children. Don't go for bat for their own wife. Don't go for bat for their goddamn parents. Their own family. They don't go for bat, but they worship these men on social media. How dare you talk about your favorite content creator? How dare? Because you worship that. Because you worship. You have something inside you. Because you see, there's a lot of these little boys. A lot of these little boys ain't been raised by a man. A lot of boys. And they need these social media men to raise them online. Don't give a fuck about their character. Don't give a fuck about how they act in their life. You just, because you are acting like a boy and you have not been raised by a man. You have not seen an elder in your life that's living amongst itself. And see, this is the difference. Because you ain't going to find no scandal on me. You ain't going to find me out here messing with children. Because that's the sad part of the thing is, I have always told you that the chickens are going to come home to roost. And all these men, Sinetta TV, birds of the feather flock together. It's amazing that all these people that are getting exposed, it'll just be a matter of time. It'll just be a matter of time because you and all the shit that you have done to promote these men, all of these men are out here this reckless. Umar Johnson, I don't care if I don't care, but and a lot of this has to do with a lot of these single mothers because they are the biggest donors to these brothers. The biggest donors to these brothers are single mothers, and I don't want to come down on the single mothers, but I want you to understand that that you guys, single mothers, are giving them the power. They are using you, and they have used you. And you should be you should be honored for how great and loyal you are to the melanated man and woman. But you shouldn't be used. You shouldn't be used because you're supporting your the so-called black man. But if you see this man and all he does and all he does is just come on, that I'm not going to give somebody a wrench. You're not qualified to get a wrench from me because you're not donating enough to me. Then you start understanding what it's all about. You want motherfuckers to pay your damn rent, your water bill. It's supposed to be a privilege for somebody to donate to you. That's supposed to be a privilege. It's supposed to be a gift. So it's supposed to be something that, hey, I like what you're doing, but now I ain't supposed to live off your ass. I ain't supposed to be sitting here expecting you to pay my damn water bill and my light bill just because of some goddamn information. You get your ass up and go to work like I go. A man don't work, he don't eat. I get my ass up every morning and I drive. I drive, bitch. I drive, bitch. I drive, bitch. And I drive. Some of these motherfuckers don't know nothing about no work. They don't want no work. But they're the woke motherfuckers. The most woke motherfuckers are the broke motherfuckers. The most woke motherfuckers are the ones who ain't got a goddamn job. Pookie and fucking Ray Ray were giving you information. Pookie and fucking Ray Ray out here. If you go look at the background of them, and you'll see that they ain't out here doing shit because they living off of you on social media. And I want people to understand this. I ain't against nobody donating because I got the Cash App up. But it's when you pursue people and when you sit up there and you pursue people and you come after them and see, and that's no different than a pastor. You're no different than a motherfucking pastor. And there's a lot of brothers out here that's out here that you want to talk about the pastor, but your ass doing worse than the pastor. Good morning, Prince. And I want people to understand this. Your ass ain't different than the pastor. Out here talking about the pastor. The pastor got wives. Bitch, you got wives. You got all these women out here. And the first thing that they do religion is the women. Because women love to see men in leadership. Women are vulnerable because they love to see a man lead. But everybody ain't qualified to lead. Everybody ain't qualified. Pookie and Ray Ray is fucking leading the community. Pookie and fucking no shot. This ain't no shot at Pookie and Ray Ray. This is just an analogy. But Pookie and Ray Ray is fucking leading the community. Yes. Nichelle, I always wondered how the hell you see brothers on, and listen. I know I'm gonna lose some subscribers, I'm gonna lose some following, but goddamn, I seen brothers on YouTube, I seen them on TikTok. I'm kind of jealous. I seen brothers who sit on content for over hours and hours and hours, and I be wondering, do they got a fucking job? I seen sisters on TikTok all through the goddamn night talking about men, talking bad about the men. You got men talking bad about the women, got platforms all through the fucking night, toxic shit in the air. They ain't got no job. I'm like, who paying your motherfucking bills? Because I'm jealous of you. Who paying your motherfucking bills? And I go to sleep, wake the fuck up, and the motherfuckers are still talking. And I want people to understand this. That is a part of a cult. You're not understanding that you are a part of a cult and not knowing that you are part of a cult. Because when you under a trance, you're not going to want to work. You're not going to want to go out there and support your family. You're going to be caught in the matrix. Some of the motherfuckers don't take a bath. I seen a motherfucker, and I ain't gonna call his name. This motherfucker was so in tune in Nature Boy. Motherfucker was so in tune with Nature Boy. I mean, he was so in tune with nature, boy, that I mean, I seen the motherfucker wake up. The motherfucker was he was trying to beat the young lady on who's gonna get the first, gonna get the content out faster. And this motherfucker was in his grandmother washroom, out in his grandmother washroom, and he out there trying to get the information out on Nature Boy. You on your garden? Now that's what I'm talking about. You on some high frequency. You on some high frequency. We ain't got no brothers out there doing no gardens, out there doing something creative, something that the people can learn from. We got brothers out here that, I mean, hours on that shit. Following cult leaders all day long. All day long. They done made this shit a job. They done made this shit a job. The gossip. We got some gossip channels out here. I don't give a fuck if you're mad with me. But it's just the facts. And I hold my shit. I get it in when I can get it. You heard me? You know what I'm saying, baby? I get it in when I can get it. When I get a little break here, when I get a little break there, I get it in when I get it because I work. You can't drive 500 miles a day and be able to be on YouTube 24/7. Lead farmers, the farmers be on, yeah. And I keep telling, grow your own food. I've been doing it, you know. When I show my garden on TikTok, and I be in the morning showing people about the stuff that I'm growing and stuff. That's the vibration I'm be trying to encourage my brothers and sisters to start growing their own foods. It's cheaper to get seeds than going in a supermarket. You can go get seeds. You can get a big ass bag of seeds. A big ass bag of seeds for only $2. And I'll be trying to encourage my brothers and sisters. And we got brothers out, we got brothers in our communities that are moving in that wrong direction. And this is look, look. If it applies to you, and it is what it is. But if it doesn't apply to you, don't you know please don't come at me. We got brothers in our communities that are moving in the direction of the Pan-Africans. We got brothers in our communities that are acting similar to what Pan-African brothers were acting. We got brothers in our communities that started with great information, and now we're starting to see chaos. And I hate to say that, because I'm going to tell you like this. We talk about the Pan-African people, and then we're going to turn around and be them. We talk about them, and we're going to turn around and be just like them. We're hypocrites. We're supposed to be different. The Pan-Africans had their turn. They had their turn. And now it's your turn. It's your turn to teach the people about the tribes. It's your turn to lead by example. So we got to stop the division. We got to stop competing with one another. We got to stop competing with one another, family. Because that's dangerous when it comes down to our people. What's dangerous is the separation when it comes down to our people. We're no better than each other. Some got better information than me. You're gifted. But that information comes from your ancestors. That information does not come from you. And shout out to the brother Dane Calloway and all the other brothers. But you got to always remember one thing. That information belongs to your grandmother, your grandfather. Always remember that. It doesn't belong to me, and it doesn't belong to you. And you are very talented. Your beautiful documentaries, but don't let that shit get too far in your head. And that goes for all of us. Not just him, that goes for me. Let's not let this shit get to our head, family. Always remember why we came into this information. That ain't just included anybody that applies to myself. Don't let this information get to your head, because it will get to your head very fast, and you will become that cult leader. And next thing you know, your ass gonna get locked up because the feds are watching your ass. You don't believe this shit. They're watching your ass. Everything that we fucking do on YouTube, everything that we fucking do on TikTok, everything that you do in the atmosphere, they're watching you. They're watching you. You're out here being reckless. We got a lot of motherfuckers out here being reckless and thinking that they can just say what they want. And I told them more. I said, look, you're steady getting your people locked up. You're steady. Every time I'm seeing it, the brothers are getting locked up. And I don't give a damn what you're saying. We gotta understand that we are being threatened. These people watch us every day. It said I tried to find a very old video of Dane, and I found it, and it was viewable if I paid. You see what I'm talking about? It's viewable if you pay. It's viewable if you pay. And that's where I look. Let me tell y'all something. If I stop YouTube today and tomorrow, and I've been out there, I ain't for charging no goddamn body. And this is where we are making it. We are starting to become just like the Pan-African people. Because now, if Chief Peanut Nola 504 is all about me, then you might as well say, because see, this is what's happening. It ain't gonna be about the Indians. It's gonna be about Peanut Nola 504, and we don't want it to be like that. We don't want it to be about Dane Calloway. We don't want it to be about nobody but the Indians. It's about our people. Shout out to the Browns. The Browns. It's about all of us. It's not about one person, because one person didn't start this movement. One person. It's your family that started it. We've been seeing this go on for centuries. This information been going on. Shout out to Chief Warhorse. Shout out to Chief Sunow. Shout out to a lot of these great chiefs that been going on. Chief Red Clay. Chief Red Clay. A lot of people don't. Y'all need to go subscribe to Chief Red Clay. Stephen Red Clay. The brother speak multiple languages. He speak the old tribal language. Y'all need to get back to going and listening to people who have great information. Listen to them brothers who got all that great information, our elders. The information has always been here. Ain't no one true brother. It don't belong to one person. It don't belong to me. It don't belong to you. It belongs to all of us. And Dane Calloway is very talented. That brother has got nothing but awesome information. That brother is very talented. That brother Stephen Red Clay don't have the views. Stephen Red Clay don't have the because he's the older elder. He don't have the views. He don't have all that. But if you go listen to that brother giving us real information. And I want y'all to understand, we got to get back to the elders. Start paying homage to the elders. And I'm not telling y'all to stop supporting Dane Calloway. I'm telling y'all that this information is bigger than Dane Calloway. That this information is bigger than Dane Calloway. This information belongs to all of us. All knowledge is for people. All knowledge is for people. Everybody are competing on, and that's what happened. That's why the Pan Africans had wound up clashing with each other. I don't know if y'all remember the Sinetta TV used to have this one, the Casario versus Polite. They would have all these brothers have a debate, and they would debate on who got the best information. Young Pharaoh against Polite. And Young Umar Johnson against this one. And that's what y'all got to understand. I want people to understand this. You got to understand what I'm talking about. And sooner or later, we're going to be debating each other. And I'm not debating a motherfucker on this goddamn information. I'm not debating nobody because it makes no goddamn sense. I don't understand why what is it, what the debates be for? What the fucking debate be for? All it is a distraction. And we ain't fucking moving. It's just another fucking distraction. And we not fucking moving. I'm listening to hours and hours of fucking debates. For what? Your information cannot be debated. Your family heritage cannot be debated. And I want people to understand that. And we get brothers and sisters that get up in, and everything is just chaos. And it gets away from the information. Suzanne, what's up, Suzanne? So great to see Suzanne in the house. I want people to understand that, y'all. I want y'all to understand that it becomes and I'm telling you, if you don't learn from other communities, you don't learn from the fall and the demise of other communities, you ain't gonna understand when we fall. Because everybody who let this shit get to their head, they gonna fall. You let this shit get to your head, you start making it about everybody else, you're gonna fall. And I want you guys to understand that. I don't give a damn what we do, we're gonna fall. We start getting big-headed, we start talking all this gossip shit, we start downing other content creators, we're gonna be the same like everybody else. And shout out to the brother Big Dog Philly. That brother, let me tell you something about Big Dog Philly. I don't give a damn where I go. I don't give a damn where I go. Big Dog Philly is always supporting me. And it's always good to listen to OGs like that who got great information about medicine, about natural herb medicine. And we need more brothers like that in the community who talk about nature. And there's a lot of brothers who don't talk. We got to start talking about more herbs, more information about gardening, about developing water, how we can start developing water sources, getting more in tune with the land. Start doing things that is aborigine. Start doing things that is indigenous. Plant trees. There's trees that are being removed every day. Indigenous people are about the land. Indigenous people are about the fucking land. How you gonna be indigenous and you're not taking care of the land? We all rocking the same jersey, and rocking the same jersey on the same beam. Yeah, and trying to compete with each other. I don't understand that. I don't understand that, Black Indian. And see, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Everybody don't rock with Chief Peanut Nola 504 because they look at me like I'm preaching, like I'm a preaching motherfucker. See, and see some of the shit that I say kind of like be hitting them in the heart and they can't fuck with me. See, a lot of people don't rock with me because I'm too real and I'm messing their business up. There's a lot of brothers who used to subscribe to me, follow me, and I used to follow them. They stopped subscribing to me because I'm too fucking real. I try to hold all of us accountable and they don't like that about me. That's why I didn't start. That's why I never rock with a team. If it ain't Aborigine, I don't rock with a team. I don't have a team. Having a team divides the group. Having a certain team, if I don't support all of y'all, then I ain't supporting none of y'all. I gotta support all of y'all. Fuck a team, a group of friends. Fuck that friendship shit. We supposed to be Aborigine one Aborigine. Ain't nobody doing a goddamn thing for Chief Peanut Nola 504 and his family. I pay my own bills. And I don't need no motherfucker clout from nobody. I don't need anything. I don't need to be on somebody's panel to get clout, to get people to follow me. I'm just as cool with the following that I have. Because guess what? It's pure. The following that I have was, I worked this shit up on my own. It took me forever. But I tried to do it in a righteous manner. And I was humble. And a lot of people don't understand. I've been shadow banned for all these years on TikTok. My views don't go up like other people because I have allowed so many people to come on my panel and we have said some shit, and my views, they got me on YouTube shadow banned. I would probably be up there and high in numbers. But I know that I'm not here for the numbers. I'm for the people who don't know who they are. And I have to understand that numbers don't mean shit. If I could just get one person to listen to me, I'm cool with that. That's what happens. Yeah, the gardens. Yeah, and we gotta understand these things. We gotta understand that some, I looked at it when I go to TikTok. I was approaching 20K, and then they stopped me for my 20K. Then a brother like me ain't gonna never reach heights. A brother like me ain't gonna never get 100,000 people. And a brother like me ain't gonna never be seen. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool. It's never gonna be about numbers with me. Mr. Evans in the house. It's never gonna be that way, family. I'm not for everybody. My content has never been for everybody. Everybody not even grown, don't have a grownness to this content. I had one lady years ago, oh, you just a preacher. Man, fuck you. I ain't no preacher. You don't understand passion and motivation. And we got some people that get very upset with when people hit you hard in the gut with the truth. And I just want you to be great, family. I want you to be great at your highest self. I don't want you to end up like the Pan-Africans. I don't want you to just be a fucking movement starter, starting movements, because this is your bloodline. This is not a fucking movement. This is your bloodline. This is the difference between Pan-Africanism. The fact that you learn this through your blood. Everything that you learn about you being an Indian is bloodline. And we got a lot of people that don't understand these things. And I have always told people, I said, you know what? I have people that said all kind of shit about GP and Nola 504. It never stopped my grind. It never stopped my grind. I'm a happily married man, got beautiful children, I'm living good on my acres of land. I'm doing what I gotta do. I live by example of my life. And there's not a motherfucker that's taking shit from me that can do anything for me that I can't do for myself. And I want people to understand this. They got people who don't fucking know you on these apps, and they think that they know you. And I have always tried to be respectful to women. Because many times I can let motherfuckers have it, but I don't. And people thought that they could stop me by spreading nothing but fucking toxin in the air. You can't never stop righteousness. You can't never stop real. Not a real motherfucker. It just is what it is. Because your hating and your vibration ain't wanted over here. Your low vibration, it never will. And people wonder why people still support a brother like me. I can leave YouTube, go over to somewhere else, come back, my people still here. Because it real recognize fucking real. But I'm done being nice. I'm done being that fucking nice motherfucker. Because there's some things that you don't have to be. The bottom line is the 1-800 not fucking tolerating a bitch. And that's just the facts. I always told people that my content ain't for everybody. And my shit, when they always say when a dog, if you ain't hit a dog, you kick a, if you ain't even kick a dog, the dog go holler. And it's always been that way. I don't gravitate to everybody's content. I'm not over cheerleading in everybody's content because I'm good with where I'm at. Especially with negativity, I don't fuck with negativity. Negativity always comes to a brother like me who's speaking positively. Who always trying to bring positivity in the fucking damn community. Have always been that way. Never done a motherfucking thing to anybody. I've been on YouTube for years. Been doing this shit. Anybody got a problem with me, they got a problem with their fucking self. And I talked about this years ago. You got a problem with anybody? If I got an enemy, then that's a problem with you. Because I ain't got too many enemies on this planet. And if I got enemies and toxic people who have something to say about me, then that's their fucking problem. And it is what it is. I remember a while back I was talking about I was dealing last year. I was dealing with my struggles last year. I was dealing with weight loss. And it's amazing what happens to you when you go through your storms. Whenever the fuck you going through some kind of storm. And I was one day I was 253 pounds. I woke up 134 pounds, and I ended up with some kind of rare diabetes. But now I'm back. I'm 220 pounds. I'm healthy. I'm more consciousness on the things that I eat, and I tried to share these things to brothers and sisters out there. But you can't fucking share the motherfuckers who don't want to live a good life. Everybody on your frequency. And you can't help. I stopped going on other people's panels because you can't. Whatever the fuck I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say on my panel because my content ain't for everybody. It ain't for everybody. In my life, the way I run my life, the way I do my life, that I'm keep prospering, things are great, still happening for me. It's because I live a stress-free life, and I don't have to fucking deal with toxic people on the internet. And if we can't learn from each other on these internets, we can't learn. What's the point? The shit that I go through in my life, if I can't learn from you, then what the fuck? There were some things that I took in from the brother Big Dog Philly, and I went out there and went and bought some of them herbs and did some things, and and applied that to my life, and it helped me. And shout out to that brother for some of the things that he shared to me. And we were sharing different types of herbs, and it worked. I'm no longer a diabetic. And I tell people that sometimes we don't have to just sit there and die. We don't have to sit there and just allow things to take over us. We can make changes within our life. We can do it ourselves. We don't need a doctor to change our life. We got to change our life. I'm growing more gardens, more crops than I have ever grown in my life. Y'all check me out on TikTok. We be doing, I be showing a lot of, we've been doing a lot of gardening in the morning. We show a lot of what we've been doing. Everybody's been on TikTok showing off their gardens and stuff. That's what the stuff I want to see in our Aboriginal community. The growth on what we can share with each other. The different types of food that we can share to each other. It's especially great when men together and truly build. Yes, it is. And we've been sharing a lot of different things on TikTok. We show a lot of things, how to garden, how to get out there. We've been doing the work. And shout out to the Honorable Chief Sunnow. We're supposed to do our second annual powwow, but they're gonna cancel it because they had something that came up. It was supposed to be on the 29th, but I'm gonna give you guys some further information on when they're gonna reschedule. And you guys come out and meet us. Come out and meet us in New Orleans. Come out and we all celebrate together. We all get out there and learn our traditions together. And these are things that we have to do. But this new chief peanut know the 504, I'm not tolerating no motherfuckers. Not no more. I'm not sparing motherfuckers even. I'm just not doing it anymore. Not no more. I'm not who I done learned these internet streets. I done learned that you can't be too fucking nice to motherfuckers. Everybody ain't your fucking cup of tea. I learned these things, man. Because one thing I know about social media, we don't fucking know each other. It's social media. And that's what it is. It's social media. And don't be a cult to social media. Don't let this shit get you fucked up. And I've been telling people this for a long time. Social media will get you fucked up. Born and raised New Orleans, Louisiana. I've been learning this for a long time that everybody ain't meant to build with each other. Everybody ain't. And we expect everybody to be our cup of tea. It's not like that. Everybody not gonna like you. And I'm cool with that. You could be righteous. You could be doing great work. Everybody ain't gonna like your ass. It's okay. But when you had a mother and a father like I had that built me up to understand that everybody ain't gonna like you, and it's okay. It's okay that everybody don't like you. You came in this world by yourself. You're gonna leave this world by yourself. So remember, you guys, like what we came on in the beginning, we were talking about the information about how you see when you watch the cult leader. You see cult leaders like Nature Boy. You see cult leaders like, you see Polite. You see Polite and Nature Boy. They're going through similar situations. They're waiting a verdict on similar situations. So you got plea bargain agreements. You got Nature Boy. You got then you got Young Pharaoh out there. There's the writings on the wall for Young Pharaoh. And then you got Umar Johnson being investigated. So it's kind of ironic that all of these brothers are are going down at the same time. It's ironic that you see all of these Pan-African brothers are going down at the same time. And you wouldn't believe this shit. But it's the facts. And I want people to understand that. They're all going down at the same time, and we don't want to be the next Pan-African brothers. We don't want to be like them. And we're gonna dig within our families. We're gonna continue doing the works. And we're gonna not be here to divide, but we're gonna be here to build with each other. Because all of these, remember what I told you in the beginning, that a lot of these are religious-based communities. All of these people that you see, the Moors, and they all started from New York. Islam, New York. The Moors is all these. Everything that came in religion started in New York. And all of these founders are founders from the white man. They are the founders of these religions. And these are the people who are controlling the minds of our melanated people today. And they are falling. They mosques, they temples, they falling. These brothers are falling. They're being arrested as we speak every day. So I want to thank you guys once again for supporting the channel. Remember, I'm on TikTok. I did have a channel that was rising to 20K. I got another channel that's moving to 10K on TikTok. They removed my channel because I did not want to produce my driver's license to no foreign app. I told them that I would rather let my channel go than give up my passport or give up my credit card or give up my driver's license order to be on TikTok, because they wanted me to identify my age. Whenever you register to sign up for an app, you automatically put your age down. God damn it, I'm 48 years old. And I'd be damned if I'm going to give a foreign app my government information. And be aware of some of these apps, start all over. And that's what I did. I ended up go get another channel, and now I'm approaching 10K on TikTok, and I got another one. I got 2 channels. So we always over there, and then now I'm doing more information over here. Okay, starting to come back over here, back to where I begin my beginnings, right here on YouTube. We're growing every day, and it is what it is. You're gonna see a lot more of me over here than I was over there on TikTok, because I like I said, a lot of TikTok is became it's very, very toxic, and they pretty much, when it comes down to melanated people, they suspending a lot of the melanated people. A lot of our melanated people are being suspended. You said, good to see you here. I can't keep up on TikTok. You said you can't keep up on TikTok, huh? Yeah, it's crazy. You try to build information over there, but then they can report you. It's easy to report you on TikTok. TikTok is it's a foreign app, and like I said, don't give your license to any of these apps. Don't give your information like that, because like I said, especially a foreign app like TikTok. I'd rather lose 20K. I'd rather lose all them followers. That shit don't mean shit to me. But like I said, I'd rather lose all that than give up my government information. Don't do that. Be careful. There's a lot of scamming going on. We definitely don't want China with your information. Okay, so just let you guys know. Once again, thank you. On what we're gonna do. Legend of Naga, what's going on, brother? Charlie in the house. And what we're gonna do, we want to work on. We're gonna do. I want to do some gardening. activity where we're gonna do some gardening activity on this channel where and we're gonna do a stream yard. I want everybody to show me their gardens. We're gonna work. Anybody wants some tips with each other? We can learn from each other. I got a book on things that you can grow. Shout out to the brother Tomahawk in the house. You said I just don't get how naysayers are even on TikTok channels that they don't agree. Yeah, it's crazy because they come on there to attack you, and the main thing that they want to do is control you. That's the main thing. The main thing on TikTok is they don't want you to speak the truth. So they'll call it hate speech. Okay? So you got to be very, very aware on what you're saying over there. Because they want to link you to being a part of a group of hate speech. And your truth becomes hate. When you speak of the truth, it becomes hate. When you speak the truth, it becomes hate. And you don't even have to speak and say nothing that's derogatory. You can say that you are the Indian. And it's amazing to me that Native Americans never claim to be Indian. They never claimed to be redskin. They actually marched against. There was not even in the Indians' Rights Act and the Civil Rights Act. When you talk about our people, our women were getting their breasts bitten off by dogs, there was not there. There was not there. When they were hosing us down, there was not there. And when you talk to most Native Americans, half of them have never been into the South. Half of these Native Americans have never been into the South. And it's amazing to me that these Eskimos that we talk about all the time, that these Siberian people, don't claim Siberia. They're quick to say that you come from Africa, that you need to go back to Africa. But when you tell them, if civilization, which we know is ridiculous, if it started in Africa, that means all of them are from Africa, dumbass. And then one of the trip part about it that I never understood is that, okay, if you originated and you came over a land bridge and you came from a place called Siberia, and you are Mongolian, why are you so ashamed of that? Why are you so ashamed? I'm just trying to figure that out. What is the shame when it comes down to their people? When it comes down to their people wanting to be claimed that way, I never understood it. And what we see, family, and I have said this for a very long time, is these people have been trying to blind us from the truth. A Native American never called themselves Indian. They never called themselves. They never called themselves, never represent themselves. These Asiatic people, these Asian people, never called themselves the word Indian. They said, oh, we don't call ourselves Indian because that's from India. And we're not from West India. And then I told them, I said, India Superior was here in America. Redskin, that was a derogatory name for you, but not a derogatory name for us. And that's the problem, that a lot of these people, that Walter Plucker has really messed these people up. The $5 Indian, they accept the lighter complexion person. They accept the white man, but they won't accept you as being called the Indian. They must hold on to the narratives because they think that we want their reservations. They think we want their casinos. We don't want to be in prison. Aborigine people don't want to be in prison. We love our freedom. We don't want to be on reservations. We see how these people live. We don't want what them people got. Them people are not free. They're not living free. And half of them people don't know what it's like to live away from a reservation. They are the true prisoners. They are the true slaves, the modern day slave. And a lot of people don't understand that when we talk about the boats and we look at these so-called ships, they don't show you people that are people that look like you and me on them ships. It's only cartoon images. And I never understood why we believe that we were them slaves that came from Africa. I never understood that. Ain't shit popping in Siberia. Ain't shit popping in Siberia. That's why they don't want to claim Siberia. But they're not proud of where they come from. They're not proud of where they come from. And I keep telling you, some of these boats that were named after these religion, after Jesus, the good ship Jesus, and all this stuff that you got to understand these things. All of this through religion was made to colonize you. None of your people was on them ships. None of your people was on them ships. Why take all them people who are shitting and pissing on top of each other? Chained up, shitting and pissing on top of each other. Why take all them people when you can take the people that's already here? It's much. You got to think about economically. You got to think about these things, and it just don't make sense. You're talking about giving them fresh water, 3 to 4 months on a ship. Now, what I don't understand is how they said that when the European came to America, that they brought diseases and they gave the Native Americans smallpox. So you're gonna tell me we must have was super Negroes? I guess they thought that we were super Negroes, because how could you go to you come from Europe and you go to Africa? And you go get the Africans, the so-called Africans, you enslaved them, you put them on a ship, you chained them up like sardines. And these people are defecating and urinating on top of each other. The women are bleeding, going through their cycles. And you telling me they already got diseases. These so-called YT men already have diseases. So you telling me that they unalive the pure Native Americans, but they didn't unalive us? When they got in contact with the Africans, why didn't they stench their diseases? Why the smallpox didn't affect you? At some point in our life, we're going to have to wake out of this darkness. At some point in our life, we're going to have to think for ourselves, because they have spread this long life narrative. This long life narrative that all our people are foreigners. But it's amazing that you can't be deported. You're a foreigner, but you can't be deported. Everybody else get deported but your ass. They're deporting everybody but your ass. They just need you to say that you're not from here. The more you convince yourself to be an African, the more you pushing yourself from your own land. Because in 1988, you wasn't calling yourself. Before 1988, you wasn't calling yourself an African. Until Messy Jesse decided to change and say that he want to give our people some pride, something to look forward to. And he gave our people pride, all right. He gave us pride to find. See, what he did was to change. And it's amazing that he is a Cherokee and he sacrificed so many people. The fact that he is Cherokee blood and he sacrificed so many people to believe that they're Africans. In the same century, the same decade, they pushed roots on us. They prepared us for roots in the early 80s. They started to bring our children to physical education. We're supposed to be doing physical activities, and they pushed the TV down our throat. They push the television down our throat, and that's when we become the belief that they started pushing roots. And I want people to understand this. We're the only people that have been changed 12 times. We're the only people, nationality, that have been changed 12 times. And if that don't make you just think about it, 12 times of reclassification. There's not a people on the planet that have been reclassified that many times. There's not a people in America there's not a people on the planet that have been reclassified in name that many times. You don't start off being called Indian, slave, Negro, color, Afro-American, mulatto, black, African-American. And we can go on and on of the changes of our life. Because the more that they keep changing, they keep confusing our people, the more that we are not going to dig. And so many generations of our people not digging. So many generations of our people not lurking. We always been an honest Indian. Ain't never claimed to be Native American. And that's the problem when we get in these debates with Native Americans. We never said we were Native Americans. We said we were the Indian. We said we were the Indian. But you already said that you were not the Indian. You never wanted to be called Indian. Indian is disrespectful to you. Redskin is disrespectful to you. Yes, we are the honorables. And that's the thing that we don't understand, that we have let these people change who we are, go against our ancestors. We got to be the only damn people to question our ancestors. Everybody else got respect for their damn ancestors but us. Everybody got respect for their grandmothers, their grandfathers, but us. If we were Africans, why don't they sign in the Jim Crow era? Yeah, whites are here and Africans here. No, they were calling us color. They were calling us color. They had whites only and colors only. And we do know what colors mean. Colors mean copper color. It stands for the word copper. They never called us the word African, and that's what we keep understanding. They've been pushing and reclassifying until they got us to start saying that we're foreigners. They've been reclassifying us until they got us to believe that we are foreigners in our own land. And you just don't understand why we haven't woken up out of this. And when are we going to wake up out of this? And it's a sad thing. It's a sad day. Because we still got brothers. And you wonder why. And they said, well, what does it matter? What does it matter? That was that was over 400 years ago. What does it matter? Or it mattered to you to change what the Christ looked like. You changed what your Christ looked like. They didn't even have the letter J. It mattered to you to get Michelangelo to repaint what the Christ looked like. That the Bible in Revelations speak on what the Christ supposed to look like. But if they would change what the Christ look like, what the hell they'll do with you? If they would change what the Christ looked like, what the hell they would do with you? If they would change the pyramids, for many years they had you believing that Nefertiti, Cleopatra, and all of these Egyptians, princes, all of them were YT people. And now that they keep digging and they keep digging and they keep seeing melanated people. If they would do such a thing to erase the world, what the hell you think they'll do with you as being an Indian? Because if you knew who you were here, they would owe you so much here in America. That's why they keep you blinded. And that's why they pay the Native Americans to keep painting the narratives that they are the first. Because we outnumber them. And it's easy to pay a small group of Native Americans than pay a major part of America. They would have to pay back all of the reparations, all the things to our people. And it's much more feasible to pay a smaller group than such a larger group. All this has to do with economics. Planned Parenthood, only in our neighborhoods. They've been trying, we talk about the Tuskegee. When they sat up there and they were giving our men and women syphilis. They have been experimenting on our people forever. And we haven't awoken from this shit yet. All them clinic apartments that you brought your children to. Plan C, COVID, yes. Your children was young. You wonder why some of us had diabetes. Some of us they put sickle cell within our people. They've been experimenting on our people. But our people, we always heal. We heal faster than any people. Because you are the God and the goddesses of the world. And it's hard to they can't eliminate you because you're the God and the goddesses of the world. They've been trying to extinct us. And if they can't get you in the mind, they're gonna get you through the food. And that's why it's so dangerous on the things that we eat today. You look at the steroids, the stuff that they put in the food. Chicken is not like chicken. Chicken is not big. Small like it used to be. Chicken all fat and shit. You see a leg. God, you never seen chicken so big. And they put it in your foods. And I want people to understand that they're attacking our people through the water systems, through the food systems. These are the things that are hurting our people right now. And at some part in our life, but we are comfortable. Dukes of the Great Lakes, we are comfortable people. We live too comfortable because the white man got us that way. We feel that we got it together. We're comfortable people. We have gotten so comfortable wanting to be just like them. We have changed everything about us that was moral, and now all of a sudden we want to be like them. It was a time, like I told you, there was a time where they looked at the melanated woman lips, and they and the melanated woman behind, and they looked at it as being nasty. They used to have the ancient mama, and they used to make fun of our women for having full lips and full behind and full breasts. Now they're paying for these things. The same things that they mimic and mocked, they're paying for. That's where the Kardashians and all them, they're paying for them same lips that they talked about. These are the same people that called you a monkey. Same people that called you a monkey. I ain't never seen a monkey with lips. I ain't never seen a damn monkey with lips. I ain't never seen a monkey with lips. I ain't never seen a monkey. Well, I ain't never seen a monkey with a wide ass nose. I want people to understand that. I want people to understand that. And it's amazing. Roselle in the house, my brother Roselle in the house. I ain't never seen it. I ain't never seen it, family. I ain't never seen a damn monkey with no big ass lips. And they have always tried to portray us as the animal, and they the hairy beast. They're the hairy beast. Some of these people, they're born with tails. Some of these people have actual tails that is removed at birth. Some of their tails are removed at birth. And they ask you, do reptilians exist? I never understood a brother who don't like his own. Never understood brothers who don't like their own skin. There's no light come before dark. The darkest man and the darkest woman are the original man and woman. The darkest man and the darkest woman are the original man and woman. I never understood how the darkest man and the darkest woman want to bleach their skin. And these people are trying so hard to have that skin complexion. Many of our men and women are being missing. They've been taking our men and women, our young boys and our young girls. They go missing because they're being sucked of their melanin. I never understood the self-hatred for your skin. I love being out in the sun. I love vibrating in the sun, the vitamin D that's in the sun. I know, and shout out to the great Copper Sun. I never understood this shit. How could you not love the darkest people? Not have a have some you should be having your chest out. You should be walking around with grace. You are the god and the goddesses, and you have a problem with your own skin. I remember an old recording of Michael Jackson, and Michael Jackson was talking about his nose, and he said my nose is ugly, and some of the fans said, well, he got his skin became light complexion because he was bleaching it. Well, I mean, because he had a disease. No, the disease come from trying to bleach it. The disease came from trying to bleach it. And Michael didn't like his nose. He said his nose was ugly. That's self-hatred, family. That's self-hatred. When you see people trying to remove what the Most High gave them, that's self-hatred. You're trying to change what how the Most High made you. You are beautiful just the way you are. So many brothers and sisters trying to change, modify what the Most High, the Creator, has given you. And you're perfect just the way you are, because some people are so driven on the outside of appearance and don't understand how beautiful that they are in the inside. And you're trying to change things. What you need to change is your mindset. You have to have more love for yourself. I seen in families they have the darker side and the lighter side, and some of the mama, the darker mama preferred the darker child, or the lighter skinned family member the prefer the lighter skinned child, and there's prejudice within the family. There's prejudice within our community. Dark skin against light skin against dark skin, and I never understood this. Because we come in all shades and forms. We got caramel, mocha, all kinds of different light and dark. We're just beautiful people. And I never understood why we have so much self-hatred when it comes down to our skin complexion and what we look like. I never understood that. And we got children that grow up and you see Haitian, I think it's the Dominican woman who came up on TikTok and said and tried to stop her daughter for giving a black doll, made her choose her grandchild chose the white doll, even though the granddaughter wanted to choose the black doll. And many times we have seen these things because we have been told that dark is ugly and light is beautiful. We have to get past these Jim Crows, these things that have been taught to us. And it's a serious self-hatred. It's seriously self-hatred. We have to start promoting, showing love within ourselves. We got women that would prefer to be blonde, trying to look like the YT woman, not understanding that they're beautiful just the way they are. And the YT woman want to be like you. You want to be like the YT woman, and the YT woman want to be like you. I never understood this shit, and that's what's going on right now today. You got YT women wanting they braiding their hair now. They're trying to get braids. They want to be like you. They always wanted to be like you. But you going backwards trying to be like them. You are gods and goddesses. And you cannot be intimidated. They can't impersonate you. And until you tap in and see how beautiful you are. And we have a problem not seeing the beauty within our own self. We see everybody else's beauty, but you don't see the beauty within yourself. We gotta denouncing our own albino children. Yes, and we have seen that. That's like saying butterscotch and caramel. Yeah, I know. No, I mean we have albinos. They're still our people. We denounce the lighter one, the darker one. We got And let me tell you something. I'm not a mixed blood brother. I come from a melanated a mother and a melanated a daddy. So called black daddy, black mama. And I never understood that some brothers, oh you light skinned, you red skinned. I got more love for the dark man and woman than probably you. I don't even get it, the self-hatred. I don't get it. I mean, we denounce, and then we got some, where did the mixed race come from? You got young people out here that's mixed, and according on who they raised on. What do we do? Do we denounce a child that happened because of their doggone father decided to lay with a white woman? We supposed to say that child ain't melanated? And if that man raised his child to be melanated, it should identify what it needs to identify. We got to stop denouncing our people. We got to start making it safe for all of our people, because we're going to need the numbers in the end. I used to tell people all the time, don't put me in the goddamn kitchen. Don't put me in the house. Because if I was that house Negro, Master wouldn't have lived that long. Because if I got to cook for Master, Master ain't going to live that long. Let this light-skinned brother get in the goddamn kitchen. See, I'm the wrong person to be cooking for Master. Some of the most we got to understand these things. And we really got to understand this, man. We just got to be better people, man. I'd like to thank you guys. It's early in the morning. Once again, I'd like to thank you guys getting up with me. And we're getting some light here in the morning, but I would like to thank you guys. You know, I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. You guys got up with me very early, and you guys hang through it. Throughout it all, and the whole part of this live was about understanding that the fact that what you see going on, the fall of the Pan-Africans, okay? And I want people to understand this. There's a fall. There's a free fall. Okay? Okay? Oh, you were saying I said the same thing about the kitchen and watching Roots in the 6th grade. And I want people to understand there's a free fall that is going on in our community. Well, in the African community, not our community. But I don't want us to follow their footsteps. These guys came into the conscious community, very conscious. When they first came into the community, they were very conscious. Then they became cult leaders. And we don't want to follow that footsteps. All of these brothers who were supposed to be woke, allegedly, are being investigated. All of these brothers that are supposed to be woke, let's not let this shit go to our head. Let's not let this consciousness go to our head where we just think that we are better than the information. This information is for you. This information is for me. It's for all of us. None of us are better than each other when it comes down to this information. We are learning every day. I'm learning from you, and hopefully you can learn from me. We are all better in this information. We're getting better in this information. Each one teach one. Each one teach one. And please subscribe to Chief Peanut Nola 504. Also, hit the like button. Also, share the video. If you like what I'm saying, if you like my content is growing. And thank you, TikTok, for coming over to YouTube, because I've been shadow banned. I've been shadow banned for a very long time. And there's a lot of, if you look at my views have been shadow banned. It's been hard to go up. But since I've been a part of TikTok, a lot of my TikTok people have been coming over to YouTube and supporting me. And you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. And I'm thankful for you guys. Okay? I'm thankful for you guys. If there are a fall nigga, it ain't that much of a drop. And you said, I'm better because of this information. I'm better because of you. I'm better because of you, Nichelle. I'm better because of you. You don't realize that some of you guys, the motivation, the things that you guys give me, the Dukes of Great Lakes, man, all of you guys are so awesome. And I want y'all to understand this. We not better than y'all just because we out here on the platform. When I'm gonna start opening up the panel. I hope the Dukes are Great Lakes. I want you guys to start coming back on my panel. And we're going to start doing the real shit. I got StreamYard. Y'all can see I haven't been breaking up no more. I finally got my StreamYard fixed again. And I want you guys to come on the panel. Let's build together, y'all. And let's not be like some of that shit we be seeing, all this, yelling. Let's actually share information. Now, ain't no debates. Let's share information. Patrick in the house. Patrick in the house. And Copper, son, you are the bomb. Copper, son, you are the bomb. I want you guys to understand. I'm nothing without you guys. I'm nothing without you guys. I'm nothing without you guys. And y'all gotta excuse me. Yeah, it's early in the morning. You know what I'm saying? It's early in the morning. But I like to show my face every now and then. I like to show my face. I want the people to see who I am. My avatar, I would like to keep my avatar all day long. But you guys are what matters in the community. Not me and not the other not the other conscious creators on YouTube. You guys matter. And I want you guys to like I said, I'm gonna be doing I finally got StreamYard back. And we're gonna be opening up the panels, y'all, and we're gonna do like we used to do. We're going to share information. We're going to do gardening. We're going to do things. We're going to talk about shit that matters in our community. And we're going to build with each other. And that's what it is. I don't care if you dislike me. If you dislike me, okay? I don't have no enemies. I don't have no enemies. But if if you do it, if you are my enemy, all blessings and peace to you too. All love to you. Whatever you dislike about me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am who I am. One thing you can't do is please every fucking body. You can't please every fucking body. Don't go around trying to please every fucking body. Everybody ain't gonna like your ass. Thank you, Nichelle. Everybody not gonna like your ass. And it's cool. Because my content ain't for everybody. And I've been saying this for a very long time. The same way you walked your ass in here, the same way you could walk your ass right out of here. It is what it is. Because I was in a bad situation last year. I was in a bad situation last year. You know what I'm saying? I was in a bad situation last year. People thought I was dying last year because I had a rare diabetes that hit me hard. And now, guess what? I'm diabetes free. I'm borderline. No longer got the diabetes like I did. I'm borderline now. And I'm getting better every time I go. My A1C is going back to normal. And that's because of you guys who didn't judge me the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm back. I may not be 253 pounds, but I'm 220. And I'm looking good and I'm feeling good. I'm eating better. I'm 48 years old, family. 48 years old. And still counting. Still a young man. And still counting. And I'm exercising, getting out there, trying to encourage you to do it. If your ass don't want to do nothing, that's you. Okay? But we got to live by example if we're going to be talking consciousness. We can't be out here talking no shit and we ain't doing nothing. We just can't be out here talking all that shit and we ain't doing it ourselves. Don't you hate a motherfucker out here talking shit about what they doing and they ain't talking about consciousness and they ain't even conscious? Out here talking about, we need to lose weight and their ass ain't losing weight. Now, you say younger than me? Nah, I probably ain't younger than you. But you're beautiful just the way you are. All of you guys are beautiful just the way you are. Love thyself. Everything starts with you. You gotta love yourself. You can't love nobody until you love you. And haters gonna hate. Okay? I thank y'all once again. I thank y'all once again. Okay. You said you're changing eating patterns, white patterns. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. When I'm on this road, when I'm on this road, all I eat is fruits and vegetables on this road. When I'm off the road, I have a cheat day. Then I might eat my little. Like this weekend, I had for those who go check out on me on TikTok, I had my okra, my smothered okra. Okay, I did my smothered okra. I did my cheat day on the weekends. Okay, but throughout the week, it's nothing but fruits and vegetables. It's nothing but, and that's a balance. That's a balance, y'all. That's a balance. Okay, so. Love you guys and thank you guys. I'm gonna be more on YouTube, y'all. I'm starting to keep my promise. I'm starting to do more content on YouTube. I'm back. Remember that the opinions in the chat may not reflect the opinions of Chief Peanut Nola 504 and his Aborigine channel. Remember to press that like button. Remember to share the video. You guys have a blessed day.